What's up?
So this is our first review of, I think we're doing 12 Days of Christmas, right?
I think so. How many movies have we watched already?
5?
5?
Or 6? I think 6.
Was it 5? No.
So basically we set up a challenge for ourselves where we watch movies all the way from like the 15th, right? No, the 12th.
When we started.
We started on the 12th and we're gonna end on Christmas. We're gonna be watching cheesy holiday movies.
I have another one queued up right now.
Yes.
But figure we'd make the review for these ones that we've
For the
seen.
first week.
And there is a whole lot to unpack.
Yes. The first movie that we watched, I'm gonna see if I can put like a picture over here somewhere, was called Christmas with You. Christmas
Was
with
that
You.
what it was called?
Yes. Surprisingly, starring Freddie Prince Jr. as an old Hispanic guy, which was the highlight of the movie. For like, I was like, is that an accent I hear?
I don't know. So like the movie's plot's corny and all that, but I mean you kind of expect that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a quirky movie. But like she said, the main thing was Freddie Prince Jr. having his Hispanic accent come in and leave. Intermittently. Sometimes he would say things and it would sound like Freddie Prince Jr. from back in the days in the teen movies. And then it would sound like your crazy Cuban or Puerto Rican uncle at some points. You're just like, what in the world's going on?
His accent had a life of his own.
Yeah.
But as you say, Freddie Prince Jr. is still getting ass at 50. Well, the movie is about this pop star.
Latin pop star.
That is kind of like getting a little bit older, like a la Mariah Carey.
So she needs to stay current or whatever, and her label's like forcing her to like put new music out, but she's like still not doing it, etc. Typical music industry bullshit. But at the end of the day, she meets this family of this super fan that she has, and lo and behold, Freddie Prince Jr.
is a music teacher.
Not only is he Hispanic now, but I mean, according to you, he is like half Puerto Rican. But not only does he sound super Hispanic on this, and he kind of speaks a little Spanish, but he's also a music teacher and a writer. Oh my God!
I know, right?
Plot of the movie made and seen. Next one.
We give what? 7 out of 10.
I gave that one like a solid 6.5 to 7 out of 10. Not because it was good, but it was just funny seeing Freddie Prince Jr. again with a Hispanic accent getting ass at his age. That's all I know. That dude's a pimp.
So I think the second movie that we watched was
4. Today's the 5th one.
The Christmas calendar.
Yeah.
All right, so it's either the Christmas calendar or the holiday calendar. This is terrible. I'm gonna put the picture up here as well. This movie was less predictable because we didn't really know what was gonna like happen in the end.
I guess like 8 different wrong plots.
This girl finds this advent calendar that's been running in her family for I don't know how many generations, and the calendar gives her an item every day, and somehow the items come to life. Or they happen in real life.
Yeah, so like the items represent something that's going to happen in her life, and then she like, starts to wonder what's going on with this box. It's got some magic voodoo in it, and then lo and behold, bam! It's a whole coming of realization movie, not of age, but like a realization movie. 2 dudes over the same chick, blah 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 blah. You know, whatever. Less predictable. Didn't like it as much as the Freddie Prince Jr. movie.
Yeah, like 6 out of 10.
No, I give it like a 5, like 5.5,
5 out of 10.
if that.
Next one is Lindsay Lohan movie. So that was called Falling for Christmas.
That's it.
For Christmas.
Yeah, we suck at this. We need to have these things written down.
Yeah, this is our first review.
This is our first review. Just bear with us.
Lindsay Lohan was surprisingly good.
Actually, she was.
I was very surprised.
Everybody else was kind of butt.
Yeah, everybody else was kind of terrible, but she was really, really good. Even though the plot is totally predictable, you can tell exactly what's going to happen. Lindsay Lohan is this heiress from her dad owns ski resorts and mountains, right? So I guess all over the world. And her name is Sierra, which is a mountain, a kind of mountain. Sierra Belmont. So Sierra Beautiful Mountain.
Ironically, she falls down a mountain and gets amnesia, and there's your plot. I will not spoil anything else.
Oh my God.
That movie gets like a 3. She was good, but
She
like
was
the
good. good.
It's just the movie is corny as hell. Like, I mean, then again, all these movies are kind of corny, but well, except
4?
yesterday's was not corny.
Let's do 4. Let's do 4 out of 10.
Yeah.
4 out of 10.
You're nicer than me.
We love you, Lindsay. The 4th movie that we watched was called A Castle for Christmas.
I learned a new word.
What?
Egypt.
Egypt. It's not a new word. It's just the way that apparently Scottish people pronounce the word idiot. In a very...
Well, guess what?
What?
Guess I'm an Egypt then.
The character had a very purposeful Scottish accent. I'm sure
What was the movie called?
that half the people in Scotland do not speak like this.
What was
Okay, so the reason why we picked this movie is because you say the name.
Eloise? Eels? I don't know.
Puñeta, I can't
Stop.
say this word.
The dude, Dread Pirate Robert
Right.
from The Princess Bride.
Wesley.
He was dope in that movie, and I love
Right.
that movie.
Right.
He was the main character
He
in
was
this.
the main character with Brooke Shields, right?
There you go.
It's like older love kind of movies. Writer lady is in the middle ages of her life. That sounded terrible. And she gets divorced and blah blah blah. She's this famous writer, and then she ends up going to Scotland on a holiday, and finds this castle that apparently her dad worked in, lived in. Dunbar.
Yeah.
Dunbar.
Say that 5 times fast.
And she buys the castle from the owner of the castle that happens to be a broke duke.
Don't spoil anymore. You know where this is going. You'll love it. It's not toxic. It's PG-13.
It's PG-13.
Go for it.
We learned something new. Apparently, there's a bunch of castles in Scotland that are for sale.
Yeah.
Are you in the market for a castle? We give this one...
Man, it's like I want to rate it higher than the Lindsay Lohan movie.
Mm-hmm. Like a 5.
Like I said, like a 6. Look, if the movie had a little more budget, it would have actually been decent.
Yeah. The characters were pretty good.
I really like that Angus guy.
6 out of 10, right?
All right, fair enough.
Okay, 6 out of 10. So 5. The 5th one that we watched.
It's an African movie.
And it's called Holiday in the Wild.
Okay,
so here's what I discovered. If the movie has Christmas in the title, it's going to be very, very, very cheesy. If it doesn't, if it says holiday,
it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
We got to see elephants.
I got teary-eyed.
No, I didn't get teary-eyed, but I got to see elephants.
I got teary-eyed.
Elephants.
So Holiday in the Wild, I'm going to put the picture right here. Holiday in the Wild is this movie about another middle-aged lady. And the height of her life, rich life in New York, might I add, gets divorced and has to start all over again. So she had booked this second honeymoon for her and her husband, and she goes by herself to Africa on that second honeymoon. And
stays in this badass resort for like half an hour.
Right, and then goes to
live in a tent.
safari with this random American white guy. That is the pilot that I guess takes guests back and forth, right?
She goes with this random American guy who's also running away from his life,
and
apparently.
Yeah.
And he is a pilot by trait, and then so that's how he makes his extra money, but he lives in this elephant rescue
sanctuary
right. thing. And that's cool. So we got to see elephants there.
Right.
And if you guys have ever seen Parks and Recreation, it's Chris Traeger. That guy. I don't know his real name.
The name of the actor, babe.
Oh, you know?
Is Rob Lowe.
Oh, that dude, Chris Traeger.
And the lead actress is... Jesus, I forgot her
Charlotte
name.
from Sex and the City.
Charlotte from Sex and the City. What's her name? Oh my god.
Oh no.
I had it on the tip of my tongue.
I'll come back later.
They have to make a stop midway, right? And then they find this orphaned little baby elephant, which is the cutest thing ever, that has been orphaned because his mother was killed for the tusks, right?
Ivory tusks.
By poachers. We all hate poachers.
But we got to see elephant. The movie gets an automatic pass into like a 7. And plus the plot wasn't that bad. It was a gamble.
It was pretty decent.
It was better than
But you know what I liked? I liked that they didn't jump into like insta love
No, not at all.
right away.
Oh yeah, it was
Literally until the end.
It was very. The dude's kind of an asshole.
Like she found herself like, and then like she came back like.
Again, well, like I was
right?
telling you when we were watching the movie, though, it wasn't so much for me about the plot of the movie. It's as much as like I love the scenery because they really got the real stuff there and shit ton of elephants. You get to see some monkeys, I think, at some point. Was the monkeys there?
No.
There were.
No.
Giraffes.
Giraffes.
That's
It's not
what
the
it
same
was.
thing as monkeys.
No, not at all.
So I would give it like 7.
I'll give it a 7 too.
7. Okay, 7 out of 10. So the sixth movie that we saw yesterday. And again, if it doesn't have Christmas in the title, it's probably gonna be better.
Well, it's a gamble, so it's either gonna be a hit or miss. There's no real in between. But yesterday's movie I thought was gonna be a complete and utter wreck, but no, it's the best one we've seen. It was actually like a good movie. It didn't have that corny of a plot at all. It was set in like Christmas times, but it really wasn't about Christmas. Like, you think
it sort of.
Sort of. I mean, it had some symbolic elements
set,
to it.
But it was during Christmas time.
Well, it has some symbolism to the dude's family and all that. So, according to you, I didn't even know that you could actually be very wealthy as a freaking book writer. I didn't know that. I thought that you could be a write-off, but not like super wealthy. I learned something new yesterday.
The name of the movie that we saw yesterday was called
The Noel Diaries.
Okay, The Noel Diary. Diary.
Diary?
Yeah.
Diary.
The Noel Diary.
Singular.
The plot of the movie is that this guy that's a famous writer finds out his mother died, right? And then he has to go back to his childhood home and then start cleaning out everything. And when he gets there, this girl comes out of nowhere.
So, successful writer, height of his career, goes to his home, gets a call that his mother passed away, goes to his mother's house. She's apparently a hoarder. House is full of shit in there. So as he's cleaning up, this woman shows up. Not a girl, it's a woman. Shows up and tells her like, hey, I think my mother, who gave me up for adoption when I was little, used to work for your parents. And turns out the mother ends up being the dude's nanny. That's not spoiling anything. And then this whole entire connection between the two of them starts and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And it's like a whole reconciliation story with both sides of their respective families. But like, it's actually good. And the banter really between the two of them isn't corny. The acting was very good.
The lead actor's name is Justin Hartley.
Yeah, very good.
Which I guess was part of This Is Us. It's a TV show.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen This Is Us?
I don't think so.
I thought you said yes.
I thought I had, but no, I haven't. But I've seen him in something else. I've seen him in something else, though.
We can add that to our list. What do we give it?
I gave that movie like a solid ass 8.
8?
I gave it like an 8. Like, I liked the movie.
All right. So, we give The Noel Diary an 8 out of 10. So far?
No 10s yet.
No 10s yet.
I know that the one tonight's definitely not going to be a 10. This is just going to be funny.
I wanted to watch Elf tonight.
But Elf is like a freaking like Christmas quintessential movie. Like everybody's seen that.
I haven't seen it. I guess we will be posting at the end of next week the review of the other 6 movies that we've seen.
There you go.
Right? Is that the plan?
That's the plan.
Okay. So that is it for today. We will see you guys on the next review.
Like, subscribe, follow. Just kidding.
Of cheesy Christmas movies. Let's do this again. Bye.